Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your old hubcaps. This one is a little dirty. You can see all the grime and rust and filthiness on there. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. But it's pretty disgusting. And the one on the right obviously is a little bit more reflective. You can see me in there pretty well. It picks up a lot of details. It's obviously not perfect, but you know, with Volkswagens especially, we take what we can get. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be doing this half today, and then I'll take off the tape, and at the end I can show us a side-by-side comparison of what all the products do to it. So first off, you'll need a couple things. You'll need some microfiber towels. I have 3 here. I'll probably only use 2. You need some O steel wool. That works great. You need some Colonel Brassy. You can buy this off Amazon or I don't know where else you'd find it, but Amazon works great. And 2-day free shipping. So then we also have Wizard's metal polish. It's just like this little pink, almost insulation-y looking stuff. That stuff's awesome. And then we have Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell Finish. You can find that at just about any automotive store, or I think on Amazon even too. But yeah, so let's get started. So first thing you want to do, Colonel Brassy, you probably need to add water to it if you store it for a while. Mine dries out pretty quickly. There we go. So yeah, so first off, just pour some of that on. Yeah, whatever. Well, that's why you put a towel down too. That's okay. Mostly you want some on your steel wool, but in this I did use some yesterday. So just get some on there and start working it in. You really just kind of want to do like little circles. You know, I don't know if any of this is necessarily right, but it's just a method I saw somebody do, and I've done it myself plenty of times. And the steel wool using the O doesn't scratch up the hubcap terribly bad. So, you know, I might be wrong, and this might be totally messing up my hubcap, but who knows? And also my thought is, you know, if you're restoring an old hubcap, it's probably not going to be a perfect hubcap anyway. If it's, you know, stood the test of time and been in mud or been in dirt or gotten rusty or all sorts of things. But yeah, so you really just want to get in there, get in all the nooks and crannies. Not really a particular science to it, but you just kind of want to do it like how you're going to do it. And there's, you know, if it's not terribly rusty or bad in a spot and it's still pretty shiny, you don't necessarily need to do the steel wool, but on mine I kind of like to just hit every inch of it just to make it all look even. And you know, when it's going down the road, there's no goofy spots that look like you missed them or something. You know, it'd be like shaving and forgetting to do right under your chin. Like, you'd look kind of stupid, unless that's your intention. But yeah, so just really getting in there and making sure we don't miss anything. These logos are always a bugger, and you know, even with the steel wool, you won't always get everything. So it depends if you're a perfectionist or not. If you're a perfectionist, I'd throw out the old hubcap and just go buy a new one. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's take one of our microfibers. Move that out of the way. We're done with Colonel Brassy for now. Take a microfiber, just clean the dickens out of it, just wipe it all off. Yeah, see, I'm gonna hit there again. So it can certainly be a little bit of a tedious process, and you know, sometimes you have to go back and hit it again. But before we do any of our wax or our polish, we just want to make sure it gets all clean. I mean, look at that. Already you can see a huge difference. So steel wool and Colonel Brassy metal cleaner does wonders already. But once we get the polish on there, and this thing's being a bugger. Let's just get a little bit of this on there. Okay. You know what? I'll just fast forward to when I've got this all done and I'm applying the polish. Let's do that real quick. All right, so we're back from cleaning it with the steel wool and the microfiber and whatnot. Oh, sorry. You can already see a night and day difference. I mean, you can see my reflection pretty well on that side, and this is obviously the unclean side. So now what we do is we take off just a little bit, kind of like what you can put in your fingers of the Wizard's metal polish. Take that, kind of fluff it out a little bit. So it's infused. the polish is infused in the cotton, so when you tear off a little bit like this, you can just kind of work it in there, and you'll see, you can just see all that polish. Let me get it forward a little. I mean, you just kind of work it in like little circles and make sure you get it in all the little grooves, and really just get that chrome to pop with this. So just work it in there, and obviously this would take a little bit longer with a full hubcap, but we're just going to do this for demonstration purposes. So that's pretty easy. Not a whole, whoop. Oh, by the way, don't worry about doing the backs of your hubcaps. If nobody's going to see it, why do you bother washing it and cleaning it and polishing it? And you know, now for your body, it might be a little bit different of a case. Even if nobody sees it, you still need to wash it, but for hubcaps, it's a little bit different. So we're just going to use the same rag. You could be, you know, super fancy and use a couple rags, one for each thing, but I don't really care that much. All right, get all that polish off. Get around the edge. Oh man, yeah, look at that. Wonderful. So next step is going to be that we take our hard shell finish. Just kind of get a couple fingers in there. Just slap a little on. Yeah, I don't even need that much. I'm just doing half. And just get it in there. You'll probably want to leave this on for about 10 minutes. What I found works pretty good is to put this on your hubcap and then start on the next hubcap. And by the time you've got all that's lathered on the next one, the other one's ready for it to come off. So kind of works good, and it, you know, builds a little efficiency, and you can get all your hubcaps done in maybe an hour or so. Or if you got like 4 of them, unless you got a big old set of them like I do. Bunch of rusty pieces of junk laying everywhere. But yeah, so now we let that turtle wax sit on there for about 10 minutes, and we'll come back to it, and hopefully it'll be a brand new hubcap pretty much. All right, so we're back. I had some technical difficulties and whatnot, but we're good now. So let's get some of this turtle wax cleaned off and see how it turned out. All right, so you just want to clean all that off there, and you know, I've actually used the kernel Brassies before and steel wool, and then finished it off with a turtle wax on other car parts too. I've got a '73 Volkswagen bus that actually I think this came off of too, but bumpers had a lot of surface rust on them, and I was just kind of sick of looking at it, so I decided to try it out with the steel wool and the kernel Brassies, and you know, it shined up crazy. And now it's still got some spots and whatnot from like rocks chipping at it or whatnot, because it's just paint, it's not chrome. But it works good on paint too. I mean, so long as it's not the body and whatnot, maybe just like bumpers or other parts. But yeah, all right, well, look at that. I mean, night and day difference right there. So let's take off the tape and see how he turned out. All right, there we go. Oh man, that's pretty good. Let me clean off some of that other wax, or still left over. Whoops. But check that out. I mean, that's pretty sharp. Got to do the rest of it still. Job's only half done. But yeah, so hopefully you guys can use this method on your hubcaps, or maybe if I'm doing something wrong, correct me on that, so we can all have better hubcaps. But hopefully you guys can use this to bring some life back into your hubcaps. And you know, if you like the video or like the method, be sure to drop a like or a comment or subscribe or whatnot, and hopefully I can help you guys out with some more tips and tricks and stuff like this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.